Hi, besties, and we back. Okay, besties, so I want to give my take on going to sleepovers, going to lock-ins, and going to like camping trips from schools and YMCA and all that good stuff. Now, with the YMCA, I will say for 100%, like 110%, they can go. I will say that. Like, if it's through the YMCA, I trust the YMCA as long as they're of a certain age. Now, I don't know though. I don't know, because when I went to the YMCA camp trips, it was always fun time, always a good time. I think you just have to make sure that your kid's going with the right person, or if you don't want them to go by themselves and you want to go too, like, go ahead, go join. I wholeheartedly think that that's a good thing. Just remember that your child is being a child, and sometimes you want to be an overwhelming parent, but some things you can just say okay to, and some things you can just say heck no to. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to certain stuff, I just don't think as a parent you shouldn't go. I think as a parent you should absolutely positively go. And if you aren't allowed, or the parents are like, no, we got it, and they insist and all this stuff, I don't care. If your gut is saying either I'm gonna go or they can't go, it's those are you just follow your gut. Even if your gut isn't saying that and you're like, oh well, I think it'll be fine, the fact that you said well, even the slightest hesitation, go. Even if you didn't hesitate at first, and then when they left, you were like, ooh, this don't feel right, go get your child. Go get them. Because at the end of the day, when I was going to sleepovers when I was little, baby, we was kissing, we was touching, we was humping, we was doing all the things. And the few times we didn't do the things, because the parents was actively there and we was in a hotel room, and the parent, like the female parent, was sleeping in a hotel room with us, or you know, it was a bunch of grown-ups and none of the grown-ups were doing anything inappropriate to us, but they were making sure that we wasn't doing nothing that we had no business doing. You feel what I'm saying? I just feel like at the end of the day, go. And if you can't go, they can't go. Even if you're the parent that is like, I'll host it at my house, you don't know what them kids is being taught. You don't. You genuinely really don't. So you just have to be mindful of that. And I don't believe in like being overbearing, overwhelming parent. I don't. But I do believe in being a protective parent, an understanding parent, a smart parent, a prepared parent. I believe in all of those things. So I just genuinely feel like you should be all of those things. And I know it's hard. My kids, they're overstimulating me. They keep touching me. You know what I mean? Ooh, I just can't wait till they leave out the house. You can go and have your kids go to a sleepover, and the grown-ups could be doing the grown-ups things, and the kids could be doing the kids things. And if you are always the parent that checks on your kids, go check on them gosh darn kids. It is what it is. Oh, this their house? Okay, and I'm going to go check on my child. Even if that means you got to sneak and listen to the door for 5 minutes while they over there doing what kids do. Do that. Ain't no crime in being nosy when your kids are being kids. And if you hear something that you don't like, that is immediately check it at the door. Check it at the door. And if y'all gotta go, y'all gotta go. And if they never get to be with them friends again, it is what it is. There's billions of people in this world. You'll meet new friends. If that means I gotta transfer you because they calling you a square and they saying that your mom is overwhelmed and all this and that, first of all, they could fight you. And they could fight me too. Because certain things my kids will just not be exposed to. And second of all, when you're in somebody else's house and they don't expect you to be there, and they think they're going to have your kid vulnerable, it makes them uncomfortable. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to, if they're always insisting for you to leave, oh, you should go home, it's okay, we got it. I'm sleeping here. And my child probably won't even sleep in there with y'all kids. My kid gonna be sleeping out here with me. And when we wake up in the morning, guess what? We gonna wake up in the morning, we gonna have a good time. Because I'm one of the moms. I'll stay up until 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Make sure my kid is straight. Drive home tired off of a Red Bull and some gosh darn water and a banana. And when we get to the house, I'm asleep. Good night. I love you. I stayed up all night. Make sure you were safe and nobody did nothing harmful to you. Because kids don't know. Kids just want to go have fun. I was a kid. I don't ever want to forget what it was like to be a kid. I never want to forget that. Ever. Because I want my kids to understand what it's like to have fun and have leniency and have, you know, trust in mom, you know, trust me, stuff like that. But, baby, them kids going to do what they want to do. They going to do what they want to do. But you, as an adult, you not going to do what you want to do with my child. If I could prevent it, you not finna do what you want to do with my child. My auntie, when I was little, used to tell me, this is just It's nothing against the Hispanic Latina, community, because I have never experienced any of this, but I've also never had sleepovers with their community ever. My auntie, she looks Dominican. Well, she is Dominican. She's like half Dominican. So she used to go over her friend's house who were also Dominican and Hispanic Latinx community. And, the last time she went over there, she was no longer invited over there because the mom said she didn't, she told my grandma, I don't want her over there no more. Not because my auntie did anything, but because their grandpa kept going in the room while they was sleeping, watching them sleep. Now, that's what was said. I don't know if there was more stuff that had happened that she probably don't remember because, when you're young, your brain blocks out trauma, or if the other little girls in the house was being touched or whatever the case was. But my auntie was no longer allowed to have sleepovers over there because the grandpa kept coming in the room watching them sleep. And I'm not saying this is just justified for Hispanic and Latinx, Dominican. No. This is in all households of every demographic, of every skin color. There's somebody in a house that should not be there, especially back in the day when everybody was hiding the PDFs of the family, and they was coming in them rooms and they was watching them kids sleep. I have a boy. He's not protected just because he's a boy. They get assaulted all the time, and it goes underneath the rug because it's cool, or they're too afraid to say it because it was another man. They feel like my manhood is taken. Or nobody will respect me, or whatever the case. So I don't play them type of games. And I feel like as a mom, as a parent, you should want to go. What's wrong with parents? This is how we're going to get closer. I don't care if I don't like the mom. If I don't like the mom, why am I going? Why is my kid allowed to go sleep over their house? If I don't like the parents, or I don't know them that well, why would you allow your child to go over there? You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is my best friend. My best friend has a completely different lifestyle than me. Her lifestyle or his lifestyle is faster than mine. They don't have the same household schedule routine as me. Their mom let them do a lot of more things. They have social media before they're supposed to have it. If those are the type of kids that you allow your kids to hang out with at a certain age, because some ages you just cannot protect them. You cannot tell them what to do. They're going to hang out who they want to hang out with. They're just going to have to faffle on their own, and that's understandable too. But when they're at a certain age where you can control the dynamic of who they can hang around, and you teach them values, respect, honor, discernment, and you teach them like, hey, hang out with people, blah blah blah. The lessons that you need to teach them. Hang out with people who have the same lifestyle demographic as you. If that's something that offends other people, it is what it is. But if they don't have the same background as you, or if they're not mature and they don't have the same understanding of life as you, you do not hang out with them people. Because once you hang around people who don't have the same drive and motivation as you, not even just the same family history background, because some people come from terrible backgrounds of history and they have the best lives because they changed their understanding of the world. They view it differently because of the trials and tribulations that they've been through, so they know how to act and they want to have a better life. Some people don't have that, and a lot of people that grow up in them situations where they haven't had the best life, or their lives took a turn for the worse. They just never got over it. They never grew past it. They never got up and put their big boy girl pants on and was like, I'm finna go live life the right way, the good way, the non-dysfunctional, the non-self-destruction way. Those kids should not be around your kids. Them people should not be around your kids. You should always instill that in your child and your children, even when they get older, because they'll have understandings of instincts. Trust your instincts, love. Oh my, these girls at my job, they're always gossiping. I'm just not a gossiping person, and I've never been a gossiping person. My mom has never gossiped. I don't do that type of stuff. I'm not hanging with them. Instead of feeling like, no, well, I would just give them a try. People are people. No, that's how you're getting taken advantage of, set up, tripped up, missing, all types of stuff. So for me as a parent, if I can't come, my kid can't come. And if I'm at your house and I see and hear things that I don't think is appropriate, we gotta go. We gotta go, no questions asked. I will explain it to my child when we get out of this house. And I don't care about how rude it makes me seem, how messed up it makes me seem, baby. I'm leaving. Bye. Because I don't want nothing that does not go on in my home to corrupt my child. At all. And it's not a crime. Don't let nobody make you feel bad. You don't have to judge them. You don't have to be disrespectful. Oh, yeah, I'm going to call it a night. I just don't feel comfortable with my child sleeping here anymore. It was really nice meeting you guys, but we got to go. And everybody needs to have that mindset. Love you. Bye. Bye bye, besties. Those are my thoughts. What are yours? Drop it down in the comments.
Hey besties, you already know what to do. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and add me on all other social medias. And let me know in the comments how you feel about this subject. Okay, bye.